First round match, the grants total $650, with the winning team school receiving $250 and each of the other schools $200. Now, next week, when we have our Central Virginia final, the scholarship money will total $1,000. Next week's winning team will receive $400, and each of the other schools will receive $300. Giant doesn't select the individual scholarship recipients. The schools do that. And now, before we get to the next completely visual round, here's the score update from the last round. Albermarle has 250. That's tied for second. St. Anne's Belfield has the lead at 260. And also in the tie for second is Madison County at 250. You can see what a close match this is, and now I invite you to play the game along with us there at home. Each of our questions in this round is a visual question, and if the teams get the correct answer, they add 10 points to their score. 10 points are deducted for a wrong answer. I acknowledge the team whose light stays on as I look up from asking the question, not necessarily the team whose light is on first. Let's take a look at number one now. The very industrious beaver here is gnawing away at an aspen tree, a type of what tree, some of whose other varieties are at Albermarle.
Deciduous.
Are called weeping willow is the answer there, so 10 down. Depicted in this 16th century woodcut are two gentlemen engaged in what quasi-scientific art whose goal was to turn Albermarle.
Alchemy.
Alchemy, to turn base metals into gold, is right. Although next it includes portraits of two of his friends, this painting by Edouard Manet is named for what sort of glass-walled structure in which plants are grown? St. Anne's.
Greenhouse.
Greenhouse. In the greenhouse is the painting. Next, what is the quotient on the monitor? Albemarle.
A cubed.
A cubed is right. And next, this panel, made up of shells and multicolored stones, was found in an ancient Sumerian temple. In what city? All right, St. Anne's. Ur, that's right, where Abraham was born. And next, although it looks a bit like Porky Pig, this is actually a moray eel. Such eels have a thick skin that may completely surround what sort of small overlapping plates that are the, all right, St. Anne's.
Vertebra.
Scales, the outer covering of most fishes, 10 down. Next, splendid, isn't it? It's the crown of Rudolph II, fashioned in 1602 and passed down to succeeding rulers of what Austrian Albemarle?
Poland.
No, Habsburg dynasty, so 10 down. Next, here a Hindu father and son. Not enough there, taking a bath in the Ganges, and that's the end of the visual round. There it is. Now, we'll keep it going in the very fast category round. Once again, we have that direct competition. 10 points added for a correct answer, but now 20 points are deducted for a wrong answer, so be doubly careful. Medical terms are often long and hard to pronounce, but that's not always the case. See if you can name the following parts of the body, all of which have just 5, count them, 5 letters. Number 1 is the organ containing the cerebrum, St. Anne's.
Brain.
Brain is right. Next, the framework of head bones seen on a pirate flag, Albemarle.
Skull.
Skull is right. Next, the short opposable first digit, Albemarle.
Thumb.
Thumb is right. Next, the segment of the large intestine from cecum, St. Anne's.
Colon.
Colon is right. Next, joint or bend, St. Anne's.
Elbow.
Elbow is right. Next, the organs such as pituitary, thyroid, Albemarle.
Gland.
Gland is right. Next, the main trunk of the systemic arteries. Who has that? Madison.
Aorta.
Aorta is right. Next, the belly button, you'll excuse the expression, St. Anne's.
Navel.
Navel is right. Next, the large human tooth behind the bicuspid, St. Anne's.
Molar.
Molar is right. Next, cirrhosis is a disease of Madison.
Liver.
Of the liver. Next, the joint connecting the foot with the leg, St. Anne's.
Ankle.
Ankle. And finally, vital fluid containing hemoglobin, St. Anne's.
Plasma.
That's right. And that's the end of the category round.